Rachel? I need to speak to you about something.
Hey, Wilfred, what's up? You're on the way to work right now, right? Did you forget something?
No, I quit my job.
What?
I handed in my notice a little while back.
What? What the hell are you talking about? You still have a sleep? Why would you make such an important decision without telling me?
Because if I told you I was thinking of quitting my job, you would have probably been opposed to it, right?
Duh, obviously.
And you would have asked me the reason I wanted to quit, wouldn't you?
Of course I would have.
Right? That's why I quit without telling you.
There are so many things wrong with this, I don't even know where to begin. Well, why did you quit then?
Well, about that. You see, what happened is... I found true love!
Excuse me?
My new partner's the daughter of the CEO of a certain company. She made me a coffee when I met her for the first time when I became sales manager for the project with that new client. That became the spark that grew into the burning fire of passion that is our love. When I asked about her family, she told me she was an only child. That means her father expects her to marry someone who will become CEO of his company one day.
So what? You're divorcing so you can marry the daughter of a CEO? Doesn't that just make you a gold digger?
No, it wasn't like that. It just so happened that the woman I fell in love with has a CEO for a dad. I didn't even find out until a while after. I love her, and she loves me. Our love is the essence of purity itself. I hope you can somehow understand and be happy for the two of us and give us your blessing.
I seriously don't even know where to start. You have a son, for crying out loud! What about Peter? Where does he stand in all of this? You should know better than to do something like this as a fully grown man with a 17-year-old son.
I accept this isn't fair on you and Peter. But the flames of our burning passion cannot be extinguished. I should have already received my severance package, so I'm willing to send you all of it as compensation. Think of it as my way of saying sorry. I won't go after any of your assets during the divorce either.
No, it's not the money I'm upset about, Wilfred.
I left the divorce papers hidden under the pillow of the bed I've been sleeping on recently.
Divorce papers?
I'd like you to sign and hand them in today if possible. I sent you my house key in an envelope, which should be arriving over the next few days.
Would you stop moving the discussion forward without even giving me a chance to speak? Anyway, tell me who the hell the CEO's daughter woman is. Do I know her?
I don't want you causing her any problems.
What? Like I do that? We spent years of our life together. You're my husband, damn it! I think that gives me a right to at least ask questions.
That's enough for now. I'm heading over to her place. Make sure you take good care of Peter for me.
Don't you dare, Wilfred! Wait! How dare you end the discussion when you feel like it without letting me say my piece? Ugh, I barely recognize you anymore. Rachel, are you there? Huh? Anya? I haven't heard from you in ages. What's up? Will you please do something about this? This? Wilfred is your husband, right? Sorry, I don't follow. What's going on? He stood outside my house as we speak, and he won't stop shouting! What? What is he shouting? I floated down like a petal on the breeze to be with you. who shines more brightly than anyone else across the earth or the seven seas. The day has come when our love may finally blossom before all men, no longer fearing what other may think, being stopped by nothing or no one ever again. I hereby swear on our eternal love, my precious darling, my honey dove. I think I'm gonna be sick. Please help me, I'm begging you. I'm so sorry to speak about your husband in this way. But from the bottom of my heart, this is the cringiest thing I've ever seen. Besides, it's getting late and he's bothering the neighbors. He's creeping me out big time and I needed to stop. Please do something, anything. Look, you see, the thing is, Anya, me and Wilfred got a divorce. What? He divorced me out of nowhere over text message just this morning. When I realized he'd even prepared the divorce papers so they were ready to be handed in after I'd signed them, I soon understood. There was absolutely no stopping him. Our son said, "I don't want anything to do with Dad who stabs my mom in the back for some other woman." I'm also pretty set on it myself after the way he treated me. So I went and handed the divorce papers in this evening. What the? So, I hope you understand, but I have to ask you this just in case. But are you and Wilfred having that kind of relationship? No, we are absolutely not! Wow, that was a fast reply. You know I got married 6 months ago, right? Yeah, that's why I was so confused. Sorry for asking you something so weird. It really was just to make 100% sure. I never actually thought you'd do something like that. Oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. Look, the thing is, I have to make it to the airport now, and with Wilfred outside my house acting crazy like this, I'm kinda in a panic, and I don't know what to do. Huh? You're going to the airport at this time? Our flight departs in the middle of the night. Me and my husband are going on our honeymoon. My husband's heading out directly from work, and the plan is to meet him at the station. But I don't feel safe leaving the house with him out there. I see. Give me a minute, Anya. I'm gonna message him. I'm so sorry about all of this. Wilfred. Where are you right now? I can see the red mark on my messages, so you clearly didn't block me. There's something important I want to talk to you about. It's about Anya.
What? Anya? How do you know about Anya? I won't let you do anything to her! Think very carefully about what you do next!
Nope, that's my line. Anyway, as how for I know Anya, she's the daughter of the CEO of the company I used to work at. We used to see each other nearly every day for years.
Huh? Wait, that was before we were married, right? So it must have been, what, over 18 years ago?
That's right. We've known each other since we were little kids. She thinks of me as her big sister from another mother. We get along amazingly, and she's always there for me when I needed someone to talk to. Despite not having seen each other in a while, we're still in regular contact.
Really? This is a seriously weird coincidence.
Now putting that aside, more importantly, Wilfred, where the hell are you right now? And what the hell are you doing to Anya? That poor woman.
What am I doing? What do you mean? I just proposed, that's all.
That's all? You make it sound normal. What the hell are you doing bothering her at this time of night?
Me and you are divorced now. I had to let Anya know how I truly feel about her as soon as possible, day or night, rain or shine. Me and her are soulmates, you know?
Have you ever heard the term disturbing the peace? You're causing a nuisance to the neighbors. The police will probably come if you don't cut it out soon.
Don't talk silly. Not a person alive could call my emotion-filled, dramatic declarations of undying love a nuisance. This is a thing of beauty. The neighbors are probably being moved to tears as we speak. If anything, they'll probably all be out on the streets soon, clapping and cheering in unison, breaking down in fits of emotion, giving their blessings for the birth of a new love.
God, I can just picture you loitering outside her house with a smug, self-satisfied look on your face.
Right? So does that mean you'll be giving us your blessing too, Rachel?
No, I was insulting you.
Huh?
Here's the thing. Anya is already married.
Huh?
The fact that you and her haven't even exchanged contact details should really tell you something.
No! Me and Anya are soulmates!
No, that's entirely a mistaken assumption on your part. You're jumping to the wrong conclusion. Making a dangerous misunderstanding of the highest order.
What? No!
I was at Anya and her husband's wedding. Paul's a great guy who I've known for a while, and the two of them are very much in love.
Huh? No, that doesn't make sense! Anya made me a coffee and smiled at me! In that moment, I felt the love in her gaze! That kind of intensity can't be faked!
I see. So that's where your dangerous misunderstanding of the highest order sprouted from.
Wrong! I'm not misunderstood! Me and Anya are in love! There has to be some explanation! He must have forced her to marry him! Oh God, is my sweet honey flower in danger?
Oh, yeah. And then there's the issue of who's set to inherit the role of CEO at Anya's dad's company.
Aha! That's it! I'm going to be the next CEO! Of course she's going to choose me! This is the ultimate proof of mine and Anya's love!
Nope. Sorry to have to break this to you, but Anya herself is set to become CEO within the next 2 or 3 years.
Huh?
Which is why, Wilfred, you won't be getting a look-in.
Ah! No way! I quit my job already! What am I supposed to do now?
I'll tell you exactly what you're supposed to do now. You need to get the hell away from Anya's house and stop bothering her and the neighbors.
But...
Her and Paul are leaving for their honeymoon tonight.
their honeymoon?
Apparently she's too scared to leave the house because you're hanging around outside shouting at the top of your lungs, making your cringy proposal.
Cringy? She thinks I'm cringy?
Yes, she thinks you're so cringy that she practically begged me to help her.
Oh my god!
So cringy that if you keep hanging around despite not being welcome, the police are probably gonna be called. If someone hasn't called them already, that is.
Am I really cringy? This can't be! Say it isn't so!
Anya told me that peeping through a crack in the curtains, she saw my ex-husband's expression suddenly shift to one of terror as he hightailed it out of the neighborhood. I was so pleased he knew when to give up, or so I thought. Next, he showed up to what used to be his old home to see me and my son. But he's a stranger now, and I have no reason to let strangers, and creepy mentally unhinged ones at that, into my house. When I pretended I wasn't home, he began reciting romantic poetry through a letterbox, declaring his undying love for me and his desire to return to his old family life. I promptly called the cops, and before I knew it, he was being escorted home in the back of the police car. After that, word of his misdeeds reached his parents, who, fearing the risk he posed to society, forced him to go and live with them in the countryside. Last I heard, he's looking for a job right now, but between his job prospects looking dim because he's well past his prime, and the weight of the realization that he made a misunderstanding of epic proportions, as well as the accompanying hit to his self-esteem, and finally, the sense of loss brought about by realizing his true love thought he was a creepy weirdo, it's probably only a matter of time before his transformation into a full-blown NEET is complete.
Hello, Kara. Have you thought about what I asked you the other day about me moving in with you guys? It's been 3 years since my husband passed away, and I'm feeling awfully lonely recently. I'm still healthy, but I think it's about time for me to move in with you guys. Hi, Margaret. I've thought about what you asked me the other day, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to say no. As of now, it would be a little difficult for us financially to support another person living with us right now. Why are you not letting me move in? I heard from Kevin that you recently quit your job. If you really want to live with us, then you would need to find another job to help us out financially. Why do I need to start working again to move in with my son? How can you order me like that when you're being supported financially by my son as well? Kevin is the one doing all the hard work and earning the money. I am also working full-time as well. Who cares if you're employed or not? I bet you earn just over minimum wage anyway. Actually, my current salary is pretty decent. So what? You're still reliant on my son. The reason that I quit my job was because I was planning to move in with you guys. Why would you quit without telling us? It would take me over 1 hour to commute to my workplace once I move in with you guys. That's just too far away, and that's why I quit. I think it's very selfish of you to decide that by yourself. You should have discussed this with me if you planned on living with us. Stop being so picky about everything. I'm going to be moving in regardless of what happens. I think that the place that you guys are living in right now is way too small for 3 people. Could you please find a new place to live that's more spacious so that we can all comfortably live together? I'd prefer a large high-rise condo, but a house with a big garden would be nice as well. Let me know when you decide on the new place to live. What are you talking about? Stop getting ahead of yourself. I'm going to want my own private bedroom, by the way. I still haven't given you permission to come and live with us. You don't have the final say in if I move in with you guys or not. If you're going to talk to me like this, I'm going to discuss this with Kevin directly. I'd recommend you start to get ready to move, as we're all going to move into a new place together. Are you serious? I can't believe you're being this selfish. I cannot believe what you have done. Did you really tell my work that I'm going to be resigning? Oh, you finally heard about it. So it was you that did this to me. I knew it. Why would you do such a thing? Now you don't have any choice but to let me live with you and Kevin. Unfortunately for you, that resignation did not go through. I am not quitting my job. What? Why didn't it work? Of course it didn't work. My company only accepts resignation letters from the person that's quitting. It was obvious that I wasn't the one who asked for a resignation. Do you really know how much trouble me and Kevin are going to be in if I lose my job? It's not going to be that much of a problem, is it? You can just find another job once we move into a new place together. I'm sure there are plenty of part-time jobs that you can do with similar pay to your current job. It's not that easy to find another job like the one I'm doing right now. Also, we don't have that much savings left over, so I don't have the time to be looking for a new job. You guys don't have any savings. I've discussed this with Kevin recently. We really need to start saving up for our future. We can't just be spending all the money we earn if we want to start having children together. I really need Kevin to start working harder and hopefully get a better job. If you really want to move in with us, you better start earning some money to help us out. Kara, I cannot believe this. What are you spending so much money on? What are you talking about? Kevin makes more than enough money to support an entire family. You guys don't even have any children and you're still struggling to save up money? Let me ask you again. What are you spending all of Kevin's hard-earned money on? I think there's some misunderstanding between us. Do you know how much Kevin is making right now? Of course I do. He is my son, after all. I asked him directly the other day. Do you really think that me, you, and Kevin can afford to move into a new place and live comfortably on his current salary? Do you really think we would survive if you and I both quit our jobs? Of course it's going to be okay. As long as we can stop your spending habits, I'm sure it's going to be okay. I barely spend any money on things that are not necessary. In fact, I've been trying my best to save money the past few months. I don't believe you one bit. With Kevin's salary, you guys should have plenty of money left over even after all the living expenses. I really think you don't know how much Kevin is earning if you think that. Did he really tell you his current salary? I told you that earlier. I asked him directly. How could I be wrong about this? Then maybe you're financially illiterate. Did you really say that to me? I think it's you that's financially illiterate. I personally think that I'm very financially literate. I'm sure that me and Kyle would have been broke a long time ago if I wasn't. I'm getting tired of just talking to you. Why are you so scared to just admit that you're wrong? I'm going to just talk to Kevin directly about all of this. Oh, I was going to ask you about that. Kevin's been staying at your place for a while now, hasn't he? Yes, he's staying here with me. I've told him to stay here with me for as long as he can. I've been trying to contact him for a while now, but he's been ignoring me. Could you ask him to reply to me? I've told him to keep ignoring you. Kevin and I are discussing the details of me moving in with you guys. We don't need your opinions or ideas, so that's why he's ignoring you. Could you please stop talking about this by yourself? We don't have a choice, really. You keep on complaining about everything and stop the discussion from progressing at all. We'll contact you once we've decided on all the details about the move. I cannot believe this. Looks like I'm going to need to teach you some manners and how to manage your temper once we start living together.
Hey, sis. It's been a while. Hope you've been well. Do you have some time right now?
Oh, hey, Mark. It's been a while, hasn't it? What's the matter?
I had a work trip nearby, so I was planning to stop by my apartment.
Oh, I didn't know that you were back.
Well, the thing is, my apartment here has kind of been stolen.
What? Stolen? What do you mean?
I was planning to stay here for the weekend and clean out my apartment here because I haven't come back in a while. But it seems like someone has broken in and is living in my apartment.
Are you joking? You should call the police right away if it's true.
I was planning to do that too, but I thought I should talk to you first. I asked my neighbors if they knew anything about the people living inside my apartment. They told me that the people living inside my place moved in about a week ago. Apparently, the intruders introduced themselves to my neighbors. It's either a crazy coincidence or it's Kevin and his mother.
What? This can't really be happening.
I was really surprised as well. I thought I should check with you before reporting them to the police, just in case. I gave you the spare keys to my apartment, so I thought that there might be a reason they're living there. Do you have any idea what's going on?
I'm so sorry. Would you be able to give me a little bit of time? I'm really sorry. I think that I messed up.
What happened?
I put the keys to your apartment in the safe, but I just checked and they aren't there. Only me and Kevin know the passcode to open that safe, so I think he's the one that took the keys.
Why would he do such a thing?
I've actually been having some problems with his mother recently. She keeps on demanding that I let her move in with us. I told her that she could move in as long as she keeps working and pays for her portion of the living costs. But she quit her job before discussing it with me. She told me she doesn't want to work after she starts living with us.
What? That's so unfair to you. I thought that you and Kevin are barely getting by even though you're working full-time. I understand that you don't have any financial room for another person in your life right now.
I tried explaining that to her, but there seems to be some misunderstanding between us. Our discussion didn't progress at all. I tried to get Kevin to help explain things to her, but it was of no use. He's refusing to come home and ignores all my messages. I have been busy with work as well, so I haven't managed to sort any of this out yet.
I kind of understand what's happening now. You don't have to be sorry at all. I think that they've decided to live together without you because they don't agree with you. They chose my apartment because they knew that I would be away for a few years for work. They probably didn't expect me to come home at all.
I guess it's something like that. I'm so sorry, Mark. I could never have imagined that they would do something like this.
You did nothing wrong, sis. Don't worry about it. What do you think that I should do about this?
Where are you right now?
I'm at my friend's place right now. They told me I could crash here if I need to, so I'm okay for now.
Okay, that's a relief. I'll try to contact Kevin's mother and see what she says. Depending on how they react, I might have to call the police. I need to talk to you right now. You and Kevin have moved into a new place, right? Where are you guys living right now?
Oh, hey, Kara. What perfect timing.
I was just about to contact you as well. Am I right in thinking that Kevin is living with you permanently now?
Yes, that would be correct. We decided that it would be best to live without you for a little while, as you seem to be very irresponsible and have anger issues.
What are you talking about? I don't think I've done anything that makes it seem like I have anger issues.
Are you really saying that? Do you know how stubborn you were being the other day? If you keep acting like this, we are going to have to think about you and Kevin getting a divorce.
I don't remember doing anything wrong that would result in me and Kevin getting a divorce.
I'm getting angry just talking to you. Stop acting so arrogant when you're the one living off Kevin's hard-earned salary.
So you really think that I'm the one that's living off Kevin's salary?
Of course you are! Stop spending so much money that you didn't even earn. Kevin is earning over $7,000 a month right now. You should be thankful that he earns so much for you.
What? Did you just say $7,000 a month?
If you don't want to lose your gravy train, then I suggest you apologize to me and just let me live with you guys for free. I'm not going to tell you the address of our new place until you apologize to me properly. You have to give me permission to live with you as well. Until then, I will not allow you to live with me and Kevin.
How do you want me to apologize to you properly? Do you want me to send you a video of me saying sorry?
I guess that would be sufficient.
Sorry, but I'm going to have to pass on that.
What did you just say to me?
I told you I'm not apologizing because I have no reason to.
Kara! You really are a stubborn girl. I guess you're fine if Kevin just divorces you then.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I'm tired of all this. I don't care anymore.
Are you serious?
I really don't care about getting divorced with a guy that only earns $700 a month.
What did you just say? $700 a month?
Yes, that's exactly what I just told you. Kevin's monthly salary is just under $700. Amazing, right? Not that surprising, I guess, considering it's just a part-time job.
Have you gone insane? Kevin's monthly salary is over $7,000.
Where did you get that number from?
I asked Kevin directly. That's what he told me. When I asked him what his monthly salary was, he showed me 7 fingers.
So you're telling me that he didn't actually say $7,000 out loud?
You think that I'm the one that's wrong?
I'm guessing that you really didn't think that Kevin would be only earning $700 a month. That's why you assumed he earned $7,000 a month, right? Well, I have something to tell you, unfortunately. Kevin only earns $700 a month. Ask him if you don't believe me. I can't believe all this trouble that both of you have caused because of this. I don't want to be married to him anymore. I'm getting a divorce. Good for you. I don't want Kevin to be married to a liar like you anyway. I guess we finally agree on something. Let's get the divorce papers and go through with this right away. Fine by me. Well, I guess that me and Kevin get to live in this huge apartment that he bought for us. It's such a nice place, by the way. Shame you're never going to get to live here. Unfortunately, you guys are not going to be living there for long. Please move out and return the apartment to the owner right away. What are you talking about? Why would we have to return this apartment? Kara! What is this all about? Your brother just came to our apartment and told us to get out. I see. That's good to know. What is the meaning behind all of this? That apartment that you and Kevin are squatting in right now is my brother's property. He was the one that bought the apartment. What are you talking about? My brother Mark always dreamed of owning multiple properties since he was very little. He worked very hard after graduating university and managed to get a great job straight away. The apartment that you are in right now is the first property that my brother managed to purchase when he was 26 years old. Have you gone crazy? What are you saying? My brother meant to start living there right away, but his company needed him to work in another city for a few years. While my brother was gone for work, he gave me the spare keys to his apartment so I could check up on it once in a while. It seems Kevin decided to take the keys to the apartment without telling me. That can't be true. I'm not sure what Kevin has told you about the apartment, but the one thing that's certain is that you guys have no business being there. From my brother's perspective, you and Kevin are trespassers that broke into his home and decided to live there. I think he has every right to tell you guys to leave the apartment immediately. Are you really sure about all of this? Why don't you just admit that you're wrong for once and just leave the apartment? It's just going to get worse for you guys if you decided to ignore my brother and stay in the apartment. We are not leaving. Why don't you tell your brother to give this apartment to me and Kevin? Why would I do that? You're married to my son, remember? You should be trying to help us out here. What you're saying right now is crazy. I care a lot more about my brother than I do about either of you two. Also, Kevin and I are divorced now. What? Already? I already filled in everything that I need to fill in for the divorce papers. I handed them in earlier, so we are officially divorced now. How could you get divorced without getting Kevin's signature? I already got him to fill in his side of the divorce papers a little while ago. What do you mean? Kevin suddenly quit his job about half a year ago without saying anything. I didn't know that. There wasn't anything that we could really do as he had quit his job before telling me. I decided to work full-time so that we could afford our living expenses. I was hoping that he would be looking for a new job straight away to help me out. Unfortunately, Kevin didn't seem to be looking for a new job at all. He was being very lazy every day and made me do all the work. He would occasionally get a temporary job, but it wouldn't last very long. It was very stressful for me, and I gave him an ultimatum. I told him that if he doesn't find a new job within 5 months, we're getting a divorce. I made him fill in the divorce papers at the same time, as I thought it would give him extra motivation to find a new job. However, his attitude didn't change at all, and it's been 5 months now, so I went through with the divorce. I cannot believe it. So you're telling me that Kevin really only earns $700 a month? If you don't believe me, then just ask him yourself. You're living with him, right? It's just the two of you now, so I think that you guys should discuss your financial situation between the two of you. I'm so shocked. I don't blame you. Oh, and also, my brother has reported the two of you to the police. Why would he do that? There's strangers living in his apartment. Of course he's going to get the police involved. Would you please just get out of my brother's apartment? That's all I have left to say to you. I've got to get going now. Wait, Kara! We need to talk. Goodbye.
Hey sis, how are you doing?
Not bad at all. I finally decided on a new place to live. Need to get my belongings together and get ready for the move.
That's great to hear.
What are you going to do about your apartment, by the way? I'm sure that they left the place a complete mess.
That's what I contacted you about, actually. The price of the apartments in that area has gone up a lot recently. I managed to sell it for way more than I bought it for. I also managed to get some money from Kevin for living there without my permission. Once I finish my current work assignment, I'm going to look for a nicer place.
That's a relief to hear. I'm glad you didn't have to sell it for a loss or anything after what they did.
Yeah, it ended up working out. You're about to start a new chapter in your life, too. Good luck.
Thank you.
I'll come over to your new place when I finish with my work assignment.
For sure. I'm looking forward to it. Kevin and his mother were escorted out of my brother's apartment by the police. Kevin had lied to his mother and told her that he had bought the apartment with his own money. I heard that they got into a very big argument because of all of his lies. Kevin and his mother ended up moving into one of their relatives' homes in the countryside. They kept on fighting every day until their relatives got sick of them and told them both to find a job immediately. My life, after all the drama that they caused, has been very peaceful. I recently got a promotion and have finally been able to save up some money now that I only have to pay for my own expenses. There was one other thing that happened. Margaret came to my apartment before I moved out and completely trashed the place out of spite. I explained this to my landlord and she was very understanding about it. I didn't have to pay any extra fees for cleaning or the repairs. Margaret still doesn't know that she has a huge bill that is coming to her for all the repair fees. I would love to see her face when she receives the bill.